Hey, Pocosin Baptist, let's talk about this Sunday's sermon. We're going to be covering Romans chapter 14, verses 13 through 23, through the end of the chapter. This past Sunday, we talked about how to love each other by accepting the weaker brother and sister into our midst. This Sunday, we're going to be talking about loving each other by accommodating those that are weaker. If we're going to be a lost to leader church, if we're going to be a church that loves each other, a church that loves our neighbor as we love ourselves, a church that acts out the gift righteousness that we have received in Christ, we have got to learn how to accommodate one another even when we disagree. There's three basic principles I want us to cover from the text in Romans 14, 13 through 23. First of all, we really need to love people more than positions, or more than our rights, more than our liberties. So we have freedom in Christ. However, Paul urges us to love your brother, love your sister more than your own personal freedoms. Secondly, we need to treasure Christ's kingdom more than our own kingdom. Every single one of us is living for a kingdom. The question is, whose kingdom are we living for? And Paul urges us, the scriptures urge us repeatedly to live for a kingdom bigger than your own kingdom, bigger than the kingdom of now, the kingdom of you. Live rather for the kingdom of Christ. And then finally, we're going to learn that we ought to love building up more than tearing down. There is a place sometimes for tearing down for the purpose of building up. Often you have to do some demo and a remodel before you can build up what's new, but you're always tearing down so that you can build back up. And the temptation is for a lot of us that we just love to tear down. We love to defeat people's arguments. We love to win debates. We love to show that we're right, and we're not often trying to build each other up. And scriptures encourage us, really command us to love each other by building up and not just by tearing down. So if you want to get ready for this Sunday at Pocosin Baptist Church, I want you to read Romans chapter 14, verses 13 through 23. If you weren't with us last Sunday, go ahead and listen to the sermon online from Romans 14, 1 through 12. That's going to help you get the context of what we're covering. If you want to read chapters 14 and 15, that's going to help you see the bigger picture of Paul's argument, how we can love each other even when we disagree. I hope that you'll be with us. We'll be gathering at 10:30 this Sunday to deal with Family Feud Part 2, loving each other by accommodating each other even when we disagree. See you then. God bless.